Weather now. More winter weather is on the way for West Michigan tomorrow, and for some areas that could mean several inches of ice. Chief Meteorologist George Lesson's over at the Big Wall to talk to us all about it. Hi, George.
Several inches of snow are expected, especially from Grand Rapids north, where just a little bit of ice down to the south, but nonetheless, winter weather advisory going into effect tomorrow afternoon, actually starting around 11 a.m. down toward the Michigan-Indiana border and during the afternoon to the north. And those are the impact areas. And a winter weather advisory, for those not familiar, means you need to take some action if you're going to be doing some travel. Low to moderate impacts. The higher impacts will be well to our south and west. Right now, it is very quiet. We like that on New Year's Eve, but down to the south, very active weather going on across Texas up into Oklahoma. Even tornadoes expected across Louisiana. But here's where the wintry weather is, from West Texas all the way up through Oklahoma, through Missouri, and even an ice storm warning there in north central Illinois. We are going to be on the very northern edge of all of the wet weather with this, so we're going to have very limited ice impacts, but it doesn't take a lot to get iciness and some slippery conditions. Leading edge of the precip is coming up into southern Missouri. It won't arrive here in Grand Rapids until early to mid-afternoon tomorrow. Mid and upper 20s to near 30 right now. No issues with any kind of travel. It's cleared out off to the east. We get a few breaks here tonight. We could get down as cold as 22 in Grand Rapids, and then tomorrow afternoon is when that rain, sleet, and freezing rain develops and changes to snow by the end of the day. And then on Sunday, there might be a little bit of light coating of snow very early in the day. I think that will be inconsequential. Most of the weekend will be seasonable and dry. We'll take a closer look at how much snow and ice you may get. That's a little bit later on. Well, 2020 is going out very quiet, and that's the way we like it. 2021, though, we got a little bit of an icy winter storm headed our way. 13 weather ball is blinking bright. We'll have some freezing rain and sleet and maybe a little bit of rain to the south, but it'll be all snow by the end of the day tomorrow. And that's coming up in sight, and really no change foreseen to the temperatures, maybe a couple of degrees warmer, and that's why the 13 weather ball is green. And this view sponsored by Countryside Greenhouse of Allendale. We forecast 33 today. It has made 31 so far today. That's within 3 degrees of our forecast highs. We've only had 4 misses outside of that here this past month, and 3 days in a row. Your hourly planner, well, you may get down into the low 20s here tonight. No issues up until the afternoon here tomorrow. After about noon to 1 o'clock, we'll see that sleet and freezing rain develop, and it will change to all snow by 7 o'clock. But again, temperatures at or below freezing. Long range outlook. How about some good news for January? Higher chances for warmer than average temperatures. At the start of the month, we're at 31. At the end of the month, we're at 31. We get a little bit colder in the middle of the month. And in terms of precipitation, a little higher chance for more of that. And if it's warm, it's more likely going to be wet. We have an average amount of snow in January at about 21 inches. Let's walk you through the forecast. Some of these low clouds are going to move on out, but I think we're going to see some high clouds roll in later on tonight. Nonetheless, it's going to get cold well down into the 20s. Tomorrow, up around the noon hour, here's where the leading edge of the sleet and freezing rain is going to be. Maybe up to the I-94 corridor, reaching Grand Rapids after about 2 or 3 o'clock, and snow in through here. A little bit of sleet and freezing rain here, and rain from I-94 southward. It will quickly then change from that wintry mix back over to snow during the evening tomorrow, but a little bit after midnight, certainly after 2 o'clock in the morning on Saturday morning, all of the snow will be over, and then we'll have a few breaks, partly cloudy to mostly cloudy during the day on Saturday. In terms of ice, the European model is really aggressive with all this ice. I hope we do not see a ½ inch of ice here. I'm thinking it's going to be more along the lines of a 1/10 of an inch to a 1/4 of an inch, but this is going to be very slippery down through here. A bullseye over Berry County, eastern Allegan County. The in-house model has it even further south and east. That would be good news for us. About a 1/4 of an inch of ice over toward Ann Arbor and Hillsdale, with none to the north. To the north is where the snow is going to be. Another 1 to perhaps 3 inches. This area right in through here represents 3+ inches. So Montcalm County, you may have more snow to shovel and plow. Forecast then for tomorrow, the rain, sleet, and freezing rain will progress up through the southern counties and then reach the northern counties as all snow late in the day. Highs will be right around or a little bit above freezing. That east wind will make you a couple of degrees warmer than inland, at or just a little bit above freezing up north, with afternoon snow moving on in. And here in the greater Grand Rapids area, we'll see that sleet and freezing rain changing to a little bit of rain during the late morning, early afternoon, and then all snow by the time it ends, but highs tomorrow only in the low and mid 30s. 13 on your side forecast. Over the weekend, virtually dry. I think any light snow that may occur on Sunday will be very short-lived and very light, just a light coating. Lots of sunshine Monday. Next week, seasonable, if not warmer than average highs, mid and upper 30s. There is still another chance of some light rain and or snow next Thursday. I don't think that will be a major event. So not the greatest skiing and snowmobiling weather, Nick, but at least you can make snowmen.
We can, and there's a lot of winter left yet.
There sure is.
Thank you, George.